In this video, you'll see how to repair copper pipe leaks using PEX A. Unfortunately, this copper pipe is totally corroded. It's type M, so it's the thinnest walled copper. It's running the drywall and the bottom plate, so I wanted to make sure that we fix this ASAP. So the first step was to turn the water off to the home, drain the system, and I actually had access to this pipe in the garage, so I drained it further. And from there, you can just see all the different corrosion points on this copper pipe. So eventually it's going to be replaced with all PEX A. I got dimensions for how the pipe was laid out. I removed the supply line for the toilet and the shutoff valve. You just want to turn that nut clockwise and then it'll come off. And then in this case, I also got a measurement for the pipe sticking out of the wall. I removed all the copper pipe using my AutoCut tool. This is a great little tool because it fits in tight spots and it really makes cutting all this pipe super easy. I identified a spot of the pipe that wasn't corroded and I cut it there. We're going to be adding a sweat adapter, but first I wanted to deburr that both on the inside and the outside using that Ridgid deburring tool. I used emery cloth and an Oatey nylon grip pad to make the copper pipe shine and clean it. Then I used Oatey H2O water soluble flux both on the pipe and on this copper female sweat adapter. This has a full port to it, meaning that it's got about the same diameter as the 1/2-inch copper. I added my flame protector pad up in the ceiling. I actually applied flux to the inside of that adapter and held it in place with a measuring tape. I'm going to be using Oatey's safe flow solder. I removed all the excess flux from the adapter and the pipe, heated the pipe first, then the adapter, and once the solder began to melt, I just removed the heat and allowed the solder to do its job and go into the fitting via capillary action. Then I removed any of the excess flux, and from here, I actually removed all the excess pipe underneath the bathroom. And we're going to be using Uponor PEX 1/2-inch. This is the Milwaukee M12 expansion tool. You want to put your ProPEX ring onto the pipe and expand that. 5 expansions is all you need for 1/2-inch. Put your fitting in, hold that in place, and you'll be good to go. Then I fed that through the bottom plate, added a small piece of pipe for my toilet, and then added my ProPEX rings, expanded that 5 times, and added my 90-degree fitting. Also made sure that I had the exact dimensions of how the toilet was laid out. And you can cut all this PEX using just a standard PEX cutter. You want 5 expansions for 1/2-inch PEX. And once you do that, you can slide it quickly onto the fitting and that'll collapse around it super tight. This entire process is very quick. You can also get quarter-turn ball valves and put those together using the ProPEX fittings as well as using the expansion tool. Now, unfortunately, I forgot to get footage to show you how I put in that quarter-turn ball valve, but one tip I have for you is to lay out your escutcheon. I also used a shower arm to possibly dress this up a little bit nicer. You don't necessarily have to do that, and you definitely want to do that after you install the drywall. But up at the adapter, again, I did about 5 to 6 expansions and pushed that up into the adapter and held it in place. The other thing that I love about PEX A, it's very flexible, so I can run it through the studs. I can just make my cut, add my 5 expansions using the M12, and then just hold everything in place until it's nice and tight. Once I was done with the bathroom itself, I went down below, added my adapter below that to make my connection to the existing copper, sweated that in place. And again, that's really easy if you follow some of the guidance that I have in my prior soldering videos, which I'll put a link to in this video. But 5 to 6 expansions is all you need for the 1/2-inch Uponor PEX. And also, the minimum length between ProPEX fittings is 2.5 inches for 1/2-inch diameter piping. So we did the T below here so I could feed into the existing cold water supply lines. Everything was nice and watertight. Then I added a J hook to hold the PEX in place and steel plates. Don't forget your steel plates for both the copper and the PEX, and we got great results, and this repair did not take very long. So hopefully the tips in this video make your copper pipe repairs using PEX A. If you like the tips, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tutorials.